Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel. Our show today is presented by the Refinery Restaurant and Market here in Andover, where the reviews tell you everything you need to know. Quote, had a terrific dinner tonight with my kids and friends. Everyone was pretty hungry, so it was hard not to immediately notice the incredible aroma of BBQ-style food upon entering. I've visited a few times in the past few months and find the food to be consistently delicious. Today we're here for another behind-the-scenes look at their culinary creation process. Ashlee Rowley from the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce will introduce us with another member feature brought to you by Northcape Design Build. Ken Holmes, the project manager, will give us a final tour of the Newbury Fire construction as they put the final touches on before opening. And we'll close with Lynn Clark as she introduces us to the authors featured in this summer's Tory Hill series. But first, a few words from our stable of good businesses that make your Yankee Chronicle possible. Please stay with us.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a LaValle Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now is the time to protect yourself from the potential rising costs of fuel. The H.R. Clough Smart Pay Plan offers you the very best price. Call and talk to one of the expert staff about the right plan for you and your home. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from the Refinery Restaurant here in Andover. And I'm super excited. This is going to be one of our hottest interviews ever because we're here at the barbecue pit with the pit master, AJ Giglio. Hi, AJ. How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks.
This is so exciting to be right here, and also worth mentioning our first unmasked interview.
We are so excited.
So this is really exciting. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your history first, being a pit master, and then we can go into what everything is out here.
Well, I've been cooking barbecue, playing around with it easily for over 15 years. It got started in upstate New York where I was going to college out in Syracuse. Dinosaur barbecue, very famous. And then I had a background in engineering and started building smokers and the grills that we use around here, and just took off from there. And I always had a passion for cooking, and then when you meet up with one of the greatest and Brian McKenzie, like, it's just a no-brainer to do something that you want to do, you know?
Yeah, and you guys have had great success in the short time that you've been open, which is fantastic.
Crazy success. I mean, when you go from cooking 3, 4, 5 briskets, I just did a Facebook post about this, but last calendar year we did over 20,000 pounds of brisket alone. That's really what we're becoming known for.
That's amazing. Yeah. So let's talk about what's happening here, because there's a lot going on. We can smell it. I wish viewers could smell it, but tell us about the process of smoking and the day-to-day operation.
Sure. We like to do things authentically, so we're using a lot of charcoal, lump charcoal, but especially hickory. We flavor with hickory. It's native to the area, but it gives all of our poultry and our ribs, our pork, our beef, all that flavor that everybody has really come to love.
Cool.
So we smoke it for 6, 8, 10 hours at least.
Okay.
And on a warm day like this, it'll probably go a little bit quicker, but there really is a little bit of a science to it with the humidity, and they call it the air is stratified within the smoker, but we'll give you a sneak peek inside.
Yeah, I want to
really
see. I'd like to see. Yeah,
so
let's see.
Today we're doing about 400 or 500 pounds of proteins to try to get the week kicked off. We cook fresh every day.
Okay.
So it's something that's really important to us. When we set out, food experience is number one for the refinery.
Yes.
So, so here's a little sneak peek of
wow.
goodness that's going on here. Oh, the little smoky.
So tell us a little bit about what each row here you've got.
Yeah, so what we have going on today is just a bunch of butts. So
it's
a bunch of shoulder actually. And so we'll smoke those. Then it's a little less sensitive on the heat side. It can handle a little more of that intensity. Then we're going to move up to our chickens. And then our most important, our bread and butter, if you will, is the brisket. This will go the longest, 12, 14 hours easily, and actually finish overnight.
Wow.
And so we'll get a good almost 20 hours of cook time on a brisket.
So the brisket that you cooked yesterday is what anyone coming tonight would eat?
Absolutely. So things are starting to roll off, and if we get really busy tonight, some of this stuff could finish up early where our higher intensity heats are, but we're good to go.
And what's the temperature in here?
We like to smoke around 200 to 215, and humidity is the magic thing for doing barbecue like this. So that's
and in New England, obviously we have 4 seasons, so today is an unusually hot spring day, but what's like a -degree winter day due to smoking?
It just takes longer, but I'll give everybody that secret. Come and see me after a good rainstorm.
Really? So tell us a little bit about the refinery as a whole. Obviously you're fairly new in the last couple of years. What was the hope and dream here?
We really just wanted to kind of set the world on fire with a food experience, and we also love that social aspect and being part of a community where people could just come and get away for a little bit. You know, it's more about having a restaurant where everybody can come and solve some problems, but also have that food experience and the social interaction, and also the variety. Our menu is huge.
Huge.
You know? One of the things that people love is it is all over the place, and they have a hard time actually making their mind up.
Yeah, I totally agree. We frequent here, so I know exactly from that standpoint. You always think like, oh, what I had last time was so good, but I want to try something new, and it's so hard to do. Do I just stick with the favorite, or I keep trying something new on the menu?
Yeah, Brian and I are always walking around, so please wave us down. I mean, that's the other important thing to us. We're here every night.
Right.
And on a busy night, we don't get out as much because we actually are cooking. But most nights we get out around, ask people what they have questions on with the menu, and we're happy to go through things. And you'll see as you continue to shoot here today about all the great things that we're making fresh in the kitchen with ourselves. We got a great staff.
Yeah, it's not just meat, though this is your bread and butter, like you said, but you have a lot of other great things, including some amazing desserts, too, which we're excited to show.
You'll learn about that.
Oh, my goodness. I know. I don't know what's better. The meat, the dessert, it's incredible.
All of it.
Quickly, before we let you go, you have some fun, exciting things happening a little bit behind us for the summer.
Sure. Yeah, we're looking very forward to the summer because we're going to bring the tent back. Outdoor seating, we feel, is very important.
Yeah.
It wasn't from just the COVID respects of things, but we really enjoyed it. And I think our guests did too, so we're going to bring back a tent. We actually purchased the tent. We're going to set that up, for a few months, and we're going to have a landscape area where we got some great outdoor seats that are uncovered, and we're going to try to get a little cornhole tournament going, some ring toss going, just an outdoor thing with some lights where people can really enjoy the great weather that we have right here.
AJ, thanks so much for being our host these 2 weeks. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I love it. You guys are welcome anytime.
Thanks. What a treat to get to see the behind the curtain process of making your meals memorable. When we return, Ashlee Rowley will introduce us to another Lake Sunapee Region member feature brought to you by Northcape Design Build. But first, these words from some of the other good folks that make your Yankee Chronicle possible.
Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design through the commercial print process and ending with custom mailing, all easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions. Learn more at echocominc.com.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now is the time to have a highly trained H.R. Clough technician perform an annual maintenance and inspection of your gas or oil system to help you avoid a failure in the dead of winter. Call now to set up an appointment. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a La Valley Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
Chamber Member Feature is brought to you by Northcape Design and Build, a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing our local community. Now, Ashlee Rowley.
And we are here with our Chamber Member Feature, Tobin Olson from Floorcraft in Wilmot. Hi, Tobin.
Hey, Ashlee.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am doing well.
Good.
The weather is hopefully making a turn, right? We're all looking forward to that.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about Floorcraft.
Well, we're a family-owned and operated business. We opened in the middle of New London in 1992. Very quickly outgrew our setting there, so we had to buy a piece of property and moved everything down to Wilmot, where we have been now for over 25 years.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what does this season look like to you? Like, what are we looking in? What are we gearing up for?
Busy.
It's
busy.
Busy.
With, the pandemic and everybody being at home and putting a lot more emphasis on their homes. Everybody wants to redo their homes. They want it to be the space that they want to be in. So it has been crazy.
Right.
All good things.
That's very good. Busy is important.
Yeah.
And then when you're looking at residents and businesses, do you have a good percentage of both residents and businesses, or one more than the other?
Yeah, we're definitely more residential than commercial, but we definitely have a little bit of both.
Right. Because businesses are making changes too.
100%.
So there's a lot that's happening in the world right now.
Yes, there is.
So that's exciting. And what about the facility? What can we expect when we come down to Floorcraft?
Well, we have all sorts of different types of flooring. We have two wonderful salespeople that are extremely knowledgeable and fashion forward. They walk you through the whole process. We have great local craftsmen that take pride in their work, have great attention to detail, and really care about the finished product. So
that's funny that you said, fashion forward, because there are some carpet choices and flooring choices that are very different now than they were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's good to have kind of an insider's guide if you're not really familiar with that. You want to make sure that your home and your business are kind of, in the modern age.
Right. But honestly, it's just as important to love your house too. So even if your style is not necessarily modern, we have something for everybody, and the girls are wonderful with taking your style and applying it to the rooms of your house.
And that's what I would need for sure, walking me through the process step by step to know exactly what I'm looking for.
Right.
Are you looking for any sort of employees?
We are actually, we're really busy. We're really hoping to find a few more people to kind of join the team, some more like-minded individuals that are hardworking, have attention to detail. A few more people to grow our business would be wonderful. Yes.
And the trades in general. I mean, even if it's if it's installing flooring, right?
Yes.
This is something that's never going to go away.
Exactly.
So it's a great career path.
It is. It's a wonderful career opportunity. That's never going to be lacking.
Exactly.
Everybody's always going to be looking for somebody to be able to do this for them.
Right. Awesome. What is the best way we can contact you and connect with you?
Right now, again, because of COVID and just trying to continue to keep people safe, we are by appointment only. So if you want to call the showroom at 526-2600, we can talk to the girls and they can set up an appointment time that works great for you and come in and show you all around, look at products that work for you.
Perfect.
You can also go online to our website or our email addresses and contact us there.
And honestly, there's so much to look at, which is very exciting. I love options. Options are great.
Yes, and options are wonderful. And sometimes some people don't like the options, that's why we're here to really zero you in and focus and narrow it down and stuff. But yes, we have so many different things to choose from all different categories.
Perfect. That's excellent. Thank you, Tobin, for bringing us in and giving us an insider's look at the Floorcraft in Wilmot. Tune in next week for our next Chamber Member Feature with the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks, Ashlee and Northcape Design Build, for giving our viewers a look at the many good businesses that populate our area. When we return, Ken Holmes brings us the next and final installment of the building of the Newbury Fire Station. Please stay with us for the next installment of Supporters of Your Yankee Chronicle.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now is the time to have a highly trained H.R. Clough technician perform an annual maintenance and inspection of your gas or oil system to help you avoid a failure in the dead of winter. Call now to set up an appointment. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Warner's Main Street Bookends has been your community bookstore since 1998 and voted Yankee Magazine's Editor's Pick Must-See Bookstore. Bookends is a full-service store offering a huge selection of current fiction and nonfiction with children's book selection, toys, and games. Bookends has a huge card selection for all occasions, along with Main Street Marketplace and Gallery in the attached barn. 100% solar, Main Street Bookends of Warner is building your community one book at a time.
Welcome back to Your Yankee Chronicle. I'm Abby Peel. Let's now join Ken Holmes at the site of the Newbury Fire Station just built. Hi, Ken.
So things are quickly coming to the end of the project, at least as far as getting the building and site ready for the fire department to take over in July. But since our last visit, we finished the south parking lot grading and have put in this large precast retaining wall to give us the parking and the apron space we need for the fire trucks to be able to get in and out. And as you can see behind me, they're working on siding, and very shortly, within a week or so, the overhead doors will begin going in. And with luck, the contractor will turn the building over to the town by the end of June or beginning of July, and then we'll start the process of putting in both new and relocated equipment from the existing fire station, and will be fully moved and operational by the end of the summer. So I'm entering the office area through the public vestibule, and this is the main lobby of our administrative office area. To my right is our radio room and reception area. We have our main training area. This also will act as our new EOC, which stands for Emergency Operations Center. And off of this area, we have a small residential kitchen and a storage room for all of the training tables and that type of stuff. So since our last visit, a lot of the finishes have begun to be put in. You can see the acoustical ceilings are in the acoustical ceiling grid. Light fixtures are being installed. A lot of them are already in. Painting has certainly been completed. You'll see lots of boxes and parts and pieces still. The drinking fountain is being installed literally as we speak. The restrooms are being worked on. We've got the tile work and the toilet stalls installed. The vanity countertops and sinks are installed. So we also, of course, have a women's restroom that's being completed. And down at this end of the corridor, additional office space for our officers and our emergency medical services personnel. And we also have a day room if people are here for extended hours due to a storm or that type of thing. There'll be a room that they can relax and have a cup of coffee in. And then we have a mechanical and electrical room behind that that's chock full of exactly that, electrical and mechanical equipment. Of course, the most important part of any fire station is the apparatus bays and equipment area, which are well underway. And it's very busy, as you can see in here, but this is our 3-bay drive-through apparatus bay. So our apparatus bays have long trench drains within them to collect all of the melting snow and water off of the trucks. Those go into a holding tank and ultimately get pumped and brought to a sewage disposal plant. We have a dedicated gear storage room. While it may not look like much now, when all of the gear racks are installed, at the end of the room is the exterior door. That's where we'll come in directly from the parking lot. Personnel responding to a call will have adequate space to safely don their gear and walk directly into the apparatus bays where they can get onto the appropriate truck or piece of apparatus to respond to that particular call. A vast improvement over our existing station where we're forced to get into our gear literally 24 inches next to a moving truck. So we have additional equipment and storage rooms to the right. We have a gear cleaning and decontamination area. And then we have a large equipment storage room that will be in this area. And then lastly, we'll have our self-contained breathing apparatus room where we'll refill all of our Scott Air Packs. So this is our north end or north apron, another 3 overhead doors for apparatus to come in and out of, and then an area that won't really be seen by the public or even ourselves very often, but critical to the operation of this facility is our sprinkler pump room, which is over this way. So one of the features of this station is that we have a water holding tank or cistern that actually holds over 56,000 gallons of water, of which about 20,000 gallons are reserved to fulfill the storage requirements for the sprinkler system for the building itself. But the additional water will be made available through hydrants that are mounted on the side of the wall of the building and will provide a critical water source for the town for fire suppression throughout the town. In addition, because of the fire pump, we'll actually have a pressurized hydrant that can be used if we ever have a fire event in the immediate downtown area here in Newbury. So here is the fire sprinkler system pump room, which consists of a major pump, a lot of sprinkler piping equipment, and a control panel that operates it all in the event that there's ever a fire situation in this building. On the opposite side of this large concrete wall is where 56,000 or 58,000 gallons of water will sit in just a few weeks. So as everybody can see, a lot is still going on here. We're in the final few weeks of completion of the building. The fire department is really looking forward to taking possession of the building in early July and then equipping it and relocating our service this summer. And I'm sure at some point this summer the select board will announce an actual dedication or ribbon cutting ceremony.
What a process this has been to come up with a town acceptable plan, approval, and construction. Now the community and the firefighters get the benefit of a modern facility that should meet the needs for Newbury for years to come. Let's now highlight a few more of the community-minded businesses that support your Yankee Chronicle.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. With more frequent major weather events, don't say again, I should have installed a generator. H.R. Clough provides the best home generator systems available from GENERAC. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Warner's Main Street Bookends has been your community bookstore since 1998 and voted Yankee Magazine's Editor's Pick Must-See Bookstore. Bookends is a full-service store offering a huge selection of current fiction and nonfiction with children's book selection, toys, and games. Bookends has a huge card selection for all occasions, along with Main Street Marketplace and Gallery in the attached barn. 100% solar, Main Street Bookends of Warner is building your community one book at a time.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a LaValle Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
I'm Abby Peel, the host of your Yankee Chronicle, and every year the Warner Historical Society brings together several authors over a couple of months to talk about their writing. Let's hear from Lynn Clark about this year's lineup. Hi, Lynn.
The Warner Historical Society will once again present the Tory Hill Authors Series, this year online. We did it quite successfully online last year and hope you'll join us. Our authors are Ty Gagney, who wrote a very exciting book about a very tragic situation, The Last Traverse, all about a winter rescue operation in the White Mountains. He joins us on July 10th, and I have to say I read his book, and even though you know the outcome, it's a nail biter. You're on the edge of your seat. It's very exciting, and I can't wait to talk to him in person. On July 24th, Chanda Prescott-Weinstein will join us. She's an award-winning physics professor at UNH, and she has a brand new book called This Disordered Cosmos. And she interweaves teaching us in a very approachable way about particle physics and astrophysics with her experiences as a Black woman physicist. She makes astrophysics understandable for everyone, and it promotes a general love of the night sky for everyone. So I'm just started reading that book and I'm finding it very interesting. And again, I can't wait to meet her online. August 7th, we'll be joined by J.W. Oker. He writes about all sorts of interesting, odd cultural and historical landmarks, objects, and people. He's going to create a special tour based around Warner. He likes to say that you can find some very interesting, odd things within a tank of gas from where you live. So he's going to put together a special tour for us around Warner. You can also hear his podcast, Odd Things I've Seen. So that ought to be a very fun evening. And our last author this series on August 21st is Jeff Charlotte, who is a journalist professor at Dartmouth. His latest book, This Brilliant Darkness, A Book of Strangers, invites us to see the lives of those we normally overlook. I became aware of Jeff's work when I saw Netflix's adaptation of his book, The Family. It's a very interesting exploration of a secretive group of Christian politicians who have had quite an impact on our political landscape. Their books will be available at Main Street Bookends in Warner. So again, I hope you join us for this series. There will be a $5 charge. It'll be over Zoom. You can register through our website, warnerhistorical.org.
Thanks, Lynn. FYI, all the books being discussed are available at Main Street Bookends in Warner. Read on, folks. Next week, Yankee Chronicle will be presented by the New London Barn Playhouse, preparing for their 89th summer season of providing entertainment to the Lake Sunapee region. We'll visit the brain trust that has creatively put together a unique summer season under the big top, while construction proceeds on the new and improved barn facilities. The Lake Sunapee Region Chamber member feature will be at the New London Inn to hear about their culinary changes and patio expansion. Don't miss our Game of the Week, Great Saves from the Past. This week, YCN will feature a 2018 boys basketball game between John Stark and Hanover. All our games replay at 12 noon and 5 p.m. on Sunday and Monday on WYCX. Check out other outside television programs of original shows featuring the most exciting extreme sports from rock climbing, biking, water sports, and of course skiing. I'm Abby Peel. Join us next week at this same time for another Yankee Chronicle presented by the New London Barn Playhouse. Stay safe, everyone.